Have you ever had one of those dreams that feel so real, like you're actually in a magical world? Well, when I was just 5 years old, I had this incredible dream where I found myself in a mythical forest. The colors were so vibrant and everything was bursting with life. The flowers were like a painting, and even the insects seemed to blend perfectly into the natural surroundings. My little brother Alan, who was only 3 at the time, always followed me around. He could be annoying sometimes, but I guess that's just how little brothers are. Anyway, he ended up in my dream too, of course. So there we were, exploring the forest together, when suddenly we came across a breathtaking fairy. She greeted us with open arms, but right at that moment, I woke up. I don't remember much after meeting the fairy, but I swear that dream felt so real, like it was a part of my actual life. Since that dream, something strange has happened. I discovered that I could somehow connect with nature in a way I had only dreamed of before. I could actually make plants grow and control them whenever I wanted. It was pretty cool, even though I didn't have many uses for it other than playing tricks on my brother or growing tasty fruits for my family to enjoy. As the older sibling, I always looked out for my little brother, especially since our mother was sick. Taking care of the family became my responsibility because our father disappeared years ago and I barely remember him. Over the years, our mother had always warned us never to venture into the city, cautioning us about the knights who were on the lookout for mages, which I suppose I am now. I don't understand why this ability I possess is seen so negatively by the world, when I never had a choice. Well, I would go into town anyway to buy groceries for the family. Alan was growing fast and couldn't wear the same clothes his whole life, although he seemed to think he was a character from a book and could get away with it. One day, while I was in town, I overheard rumors about a group of knights known as the Order of the Dragon. They were dedicated to finding those with the blue flame. I had never heard of this blue flame before, but the townspeople seemed to know what it was. As soon as I spotted a tall man wearing a blue coat, whom I had never seen before, but noticed his badge with a blue dragon head pinned on it, I hid. Could this be the Order? Then, I saw someone point the knight in the direction of where my family lived. Panic set in, and I used my powers to rapidly grow roots over the wheels of the knight's carriage. I rushed home and found Alan outside playing. I told him we had to leave. At first he resisted, bombarding me with 1,000 questions, but I sternly told him to be quiet, like a protective older sister would. We watched from our hiding spot as the tall knight and another shorter one with an eye patch knocked on the door. I chuckled to myself, knowing no one would answer. Our mother was bedridden. She had been for a long time. They couldn't possibly... My heart raced as they began to open the unlocked door. Of course it wasn't locked. Alan was outside playing. As I saw the tall knight walk out of our house, I knew he was looking for us, so I did the only thing I could think of to do. I told Alan to run. I didn't even think about saying goodbye, and thus our journey began.